I mess up today? Oh. A very costly screw up. Stand by. We'll get into it. Hello, everybody. We'll get into it. One of my biggest screw ups in years. We'll get into it. Just stand by. Let me get in position. Let's just cut to the chase. I ain't going anywhere tomorrow. So we'll just end on that note. And we'll leave that out there as a tantalizing little tidbit. Oh, what could have happened? What the heck could have happened? So, hello everybody. I know I got a lot of people in here. I need to say hi to everybody. Feeling a bit under the weather today. Maybe allergies, I don't know. We'll tear into it. Well, I'd like to go slow because I don't want to have to repeat myself, and people will come in 15, 20 minutes later. Hey, what happened, and the longer I can delay a couple minutes, the better. And I don't have to repeat myself. Your voodoo curses. Hello, Cindy, everybody. We'll tear into it. Just be patient. We have a beautiful fall day here. Beautiful fall day. Let's just say I made a real horse's hiney out of myself. Stick the pin needles in me as a voodoo doll. Stick those pins and needles into me. I hope everybody's having a good day. Sorry about that. I had to check make sure my Part B is paid for my plan. Oh, you're gonna love this story. This will just show you. Anybody that ever thinks, oh, Rosie, this one smart cookie in life. This'll flip your world on its head. Right? This'll you'll say, oh wow, Rosie is a pointy head. Good job, right? Good job. So I hope everybody's doing well. Lisa Arkey, how are you, honey? So I just end up triple shooting myself in the foot. Hey, Pauline. Hi, let's go ahead. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna get a place to park. I really need a cup of coffee. Very disconcerting day, to say the least. I like my world generally organized, not as well as the boss per se, right? The boss likes everything just so. But when I told him what happened today, he's like, well, just kind of par for the course. Rosie being Rosie, but now he was nice. All right, let's get into it tonight. All right. Well, I told you the bottom line. Ain't nobody going to Vegas tomorrow. Okay, that's number one. That's the first. That's the first thing. So let me get situated here. Let me get a little airflow going on. There we go. Looking sharp today. Anyway, guys, do you remember, and hello everybody, I can't possibly say hi to everybody, screw up as a professional. Well, I really screwed up today, guys. I mean, there's screw ups and there's screw ups. This one cost me money, this one will cost me money. And a ton of embarrassment, and I just have to face it, you know, and, so it was an embarrassing and mortifying day today. Do you remember yesterday, and please tap the like button because we're all human beings after all. We all make mistakes, okay? Do you remember yesterday when I said I'm going to turn on, I might start the fundy a little early, right? Just make sure everything is in order and everything is looking good, right? That we're all A-okay. So I go in today, I start flipping a few buttons on my YouTube studio, and oh good, here comes the giving button, comes up, and right, and then you go over there and search for your charity or your organization that you're raising money for. I'm looking down the list, I don't see it. Right, I mean, I'm in panic mode. I'm putting in 100 different things, 100 different variations. I'm not seeing it in the list. This despite the fact on September 5th that both Father Creer in Las Vegas and I both received emails saying you have been approved because, you know, what you do, the charity, the work that you do in the community, and properly registered 503c organization because of the tremendous amount of outward reach that they do in the community. They're like, hey, you guys are gold. Matter of fact, it only took them about maybe 8 hours to respond when we put the application in. Because remember, I had done this 2 years ago, as Shimei will recount, when we did the fundraiser for the Redwood Gospel Mission. But we go on here. So anyway, I'm panicking. I'm thinking, oh my God, you know, I can't get this thing started. I go back, I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, should I make contact with YouTube? Because I'm lucky, because of my level of subscribers, I can get someone to chat to, and they, you know, a dedicated person on my channel that helps me out with stuff, right? And they're like, you know, okay, whatever. Right, turns out what I think probably happened, the reason I couldn't find it on the list and begin to activate the fundraiser today to get a little bit of a jump, right? And you guys got to also understand, I have people that have been sending checks down there, okay? I mean I've really planted the seeds. I mean, I'm hoping for a rip-roaring event, right? My expectations are sky high. I mean, before I go live, I want to have a really solid number there right off the bat to show you guys. Turns out that email that I got from YouTube on September 5th saying that it was an approved organization, I just closed it up and like, yay! And I assumed, and remember what happens when you assume, it makes an ass of you and me. I assumed that come time to fire this baby up, we kick the tires and light the fires and we're ready to go. Wrong. That's what I did 2 years ago. That's how easy it is. But because of the untoward numbers of scammers out there in the world that have set up dummy stuff and this and that, YouTube no longer, you know, you have to go through this long process now where you have to create, you have to have a link on it, and you have to have explanations, and you have to you know, have written out what's going on and all this kind of stuff. Man, I didn't know that, right? I'm just thinking we hit the button and we go, we just put the pedal to the metal. We raised 10K, everybody's happy, everybody's salivating, everybody's standing by, ready to go, and then all of a sudden, zoosh. So I finally contact my YouTube representative, who I never contact. I don't ever have a reason to contact, but it's nice to know it's there, and it's like, well, We'll look into it. In the meantime, I've already got reservations down at the Prison Industrial Motel down there, right? And then I think to myself, hey, I filled out the forms and got the rest of the stuff submitted, and it says you have to wait about a week to get notified that we're all ready to go and everything is all in place. And I'm thinking a week. I asked my chat representative in YouTube, is there any way we can kind of hasten the process along? And he or she, I don't know whether it means like, define what you mean by rapidly. I said, like, maybe in a couple hours. And like, it'll be a miracle if you hear within 5 or 6 business days about this thing. Now, guys, I've like got a foot in the head, right? I got a foot up my hiney. I got a foot in my head. I feel I just got knocked in the head and went 10 rounds. Now I've got to face the distasteful task of, number one, canceling all my reservation for Vegas, which is basically okay, but I had to eat tomorrow night. But it's the prison, it's $40. Okay, I don't care about that. Right? You have to give up one night for the cancellation. Okay, I can do that, right? I mean, I got my big boy pants on. Okay, so I fired that in. I get that canceled. Now I got to pick up the phone, and I got a call. Right, Father Creer down in Vegas. Father Creer, Steve, how you doing? Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's great times, Nino, go back and rewind, honey. This is what I said. I wanted to wait a while because I was afraid people would come in and then I would have to repeat the story over and over again. I got to pick up the phone, right? I got a call. And I just said, look, you remember when we got that notification, September 5th about we're all approved and everything like that. Yeah. It's, I'm lying. Okay. Father Creer never gets excited. It's all I had to say, look, I didn't follow through on that email of September 5th. We have a long sort of, boss-worthy pause, and I just said, I've got to apologize. No, the donation is not because it's not approved by YouTube. The charity is approved by YouTube, but once it's initially approved, you have to follow through with a certain amount of paperwork. Okay, I didn't do it. And then you push the button submit, and then it says in 5 days, we'll let you know everything should be all good to go. And I never did that. I was still running on 2021 when we did the fundraiser for the Redwood Gospel Mission down here, which was easy peasy. It was set up, it was ready to go overnight. Okay. So to make a long story excruciatingly even longer, I said, so I have to cancel. I'm not going to be coming down over the next few days and apologize. He was really cool about it. I said I'll get it squared away. I don't know when it'll be. I might end up having it up here, or I might, or come down and after Tara leaves and then have another crack at the bat down there. So it's a perfectly understanding and things, but you don't think I felt like a little bit of a dick, right? Right? Right, we got 3-piece, the business suit, right? You're all, you're good, right? Pinstripes, excellent, right? This should let you guys know that I screw up as much as anybody else screws up. And I admit that right here, that I made a tremendous error in doing that. But So consequently, I'm going to continue to leave off the super chat and the super sticker button. Hey, Cav D. It's just it's never assume. I assumed that we would be good to go. There's so I did take some time today and develop the thing that they wanted to have there. I guess it's a link that people can click on and see all kinds of it's, in other words, it's a much more in-depth process now than it was back in 2021. Well, I felt really bad, Calimo, because in the meantime, I've had people that are sending, I have people that, oh, I want to send a check direct down to the, and I'm tell Father, hey, there might be checks coming in and all that. I had a well-coordinated thing all set to go, like Jerry Lewis. Oh, here's another check, and good. So, yeah, lesson learned, Lisa V. Oh, I'm sure. But I'm going to continue to leave the super chat, super sticker button off. I feel like it may encourage more people going forward. Just a little bit of humility today to say, it's not a perfect world by any stretch of the imagination. I'm personally very embarrassed with, very embarrassed with what happened. No, it's just not worth it, Kelly, unless I can combine a couple things. Oh, Linda, you're sweet. The level of work that's now required is not, it's not enough of a standalone to warrant me just going down and doing that, right? It's a lot more minor things going forward than major things. I wanted to turn my attention because I believe in the outreach aspects of it, and I believe it's a place where the walk is walked and not the talk, right? There's not money chewed up in administrative expenses. There is no secretary to be paid. There is no staff there that has to have compensation things. It's right on the ground. And I really like that, right? I don't like it when money's chewed up, right? So I thought to myself, this is something that I can get behind and try to create something going forward that can be a little more supportive, because people have certain limitations, they have certain abilities, they have certain focuses. The focus down there is on community survival, right? I mean, people come down with pants that have a load in them and stuff. I mean, it's horrendous, right? And it's real street level, rubber meets the road stuff, okay? Which is one reason that I really particularly wanted to get behind it, to try to carve a better path out for the future. But we're not off to the best start, right? By any stretch of the imagination, we are not. I am not off to the best start with this. This thing so far, it's off the ground like a manhole cover flying around, guys. And all it means is people going to be hurt by this thing. Ravens play tomorrow. They play on a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay, Lurker, but imagine how mortified I am having to call and say it's, I got people ready on that end, guests and stuff that are ready to come on. I mean, it's just like, I've been working hard to try to make this thing as successful. Yeah, it's the ending that counts, Lisa. But darn, sometimes you can't just assume that the way that stuff was on YouTube is the way that it is now, right? And I guess that's the lesson that I've learned. This has to be a much more fleshed out kind of, it's one thing to be approved, but it's another thing to have the bones that you need going forward to have it make sense when people click on it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Ravens play in Phoenix. I think they play the Cardinals. Yeah. Long time you done it. I have. I've never seen you before, Pope Sock, ever. Phone calls are tough, but you always, well, I got to do the right thing when I don't show up. Well, it's fine, Queen. I have no doubt my chat will rally through now, even more than before. But you just leave a bad taste in people's mouth. Like I just had to say, I didn't do what I needed to do to properly finish this thing up. I mean, I was all excited. Hey, Nicole. I was all excited. Hey, P2E and everybody. I was all excited that everything was all set. I thought, oh, when I go to click on it, it'll be there. Not. So I had to tell Mr. Z. I had to text him. Then I texted the boss. Hello, hey Julie, how are you? Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, I'm just embarrassed today. I felt very flush. I suddenly felt like I was coming down with maybe COVID or I don't know what it was, but that passed after a couple hours. I just, you guys know. I mean, it's mistakes happen. Yeah, I'm fine, Cindy. I'm just not going to Vegas. I didn't properly. The long story short is I didn't properly set up the operation from the YouTube side, so I left it half done back in September 5th. Bad mistake on my part. So yeah, the boss rules. That's right. I think I was, Lisa. All of a sudden, I got very flush and just like, oh, I just like, wow, man. I mean, this disrupts a lot of people's plans and stuff. So, all I can do going forward is continue to just leave off the super chat, super sticker buttons, because I think I should still continue going forward to encourage people to maybe a few more people to give that maybe wouldn't have. I don't care about the money for myself, but I had a very high ambition for the Friday night, so it's kind of disappointing. But like Lisa V says, it'll happen, right? He felt the shame. Yeah, boy, did I. Yeah, hormones out of whack. No, I don't need a secretary. I just need not to be so much of a doofus. That's what I need. How about that? Right. So let's look for the upside. Let's look for the shiny side of this turd, if there is one. And it is that I will be around to comfortably go through Thanksgiving. It would be nice if you could get a cut of my. Oh, heck no, Kelly. Charity is charity, honey. I'm not a materially driven person, so like I said, I'm kicking in a major way myself here. So you might check it out first. Yeah. So. This time I will be making sure everything is good to go. Thank you, Troc. Hey, Barbara, how are you? So in the meantime, there will be more fun and hijinks here as we move into Halloween. I will be undertaking, probably getting a head start on the things that I need to do. I'm still not going to put up the new kitchen stadium until after the Halloween. I will be able to go to the pumpkin patch with Bird. We have very beautiful, it's going to be cold, but it's going to be nice weather here. So I'm trying to see the upside of things here going forward, that we can still have a really good time. Thank you, Vampire. Thank you. Glad to see everybody. I'm sorry for, I had a few things in the mind for Vegas and stuff to do, but I guess at the end of it all, as somebody wrote me today, well, you know what? Vegas is still going to be there, right? It ain't going anywhere. It's still going to be anchored in the desert on the valley floor there, and that's as true a statement as you'll see. So please tap the like button if you're coming in. Tap that like button for dummies. Right, I could write the book. Hello, Desert. How are you? How you doing? So I thought, oh, this is going to be good to tell the chat tonight, right? Oh, Rosie, you're still in Santa Rosa, right? Are we having decoration? Yeah, I think we're gonna do the decorating again. I think tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We will announce the parameters for the contest. I think we will have a $100 prize for first place, a $50 prize for second place, and a $25 prize. It'll be a gift card. It'll be an Amazon gift card. 100, a 50, and a 25 for the contest. And that's the least I can do for you guys. And the only stipulation, hey EJ, will be that please make sure that it's your own work. Please don't go out and just find a commercial display or somebody else's stuff, okay? Change of plan. We going to Sonora. Yes, I wish I could, but it's not good right now with Halloween right here. Halloween is, it's right over the weekend. So that'll be it. I just ask you to please make sure it's your own decorations and things, okay? We are all honest here. I love the honesty of people. And once again, I will forward the pictures to Shimei, and she can decide our first, second, and third place winners. One picture. Remember, I made the mistake a couple years ago. We had the contest at Christmas, and people were sending in sometimes a dozen, 2 dozen pictures of the dog in this pose or that pose with the ribbons, and I mean, it was cool stuff. Right, one picture, one entry per person. We haven't had a contest. And well, Shimei, she's a pretty good judge on stuff. I think last year, Cobra John, as I recall, won, but he didn't want to take the prize on that. I hope if you do win this year that you will take a gift card, because Cobra John really does it up in a major way up there in up in the Delta country there. The best pumpkin. No, this is going to be the best. If it's pumpkins in your display, it's pumpkins in your display. It does not have to be, but it should. It would be good if it's a Halloween-y type of theme. Okay, so if you want to incorporate your pumpkins into that, that's fine. Okay, that's perfecto. There's no issue with that whatsoever. Watch out for the trick-or-treats. Well, I got all the candy ready to go. Right, so we're all ready to go on that front. It'll probably be busy with a lot of kids around. Now that I'm older, I believe in giving fruit to kids for Christmas. No, William, Vegas will be on again when a couple things happen. It's got to be, it can't possibly be before Tara gets here. That's number one. So Tara's here through the 6th through the 11th. Okay. Now, because, I'm a very serial person. In other words, I can only do one thing well at a time. And as proof today, I can't even do that well here. But I want to give all my attention to Tara when she's here and making sure that the house is super clean and spotless and her room is nice and everything. Like anybody that comes to visit the Rancho, and we have a good time. We do some cooking, we have some meals out, we schlep around the area, and I'm sure she's going to want to get a nice big cigar at the store here that she always does. Yeah, we all have our ups and downs. Today was kind of a real plunge. I'm one-on-one. That's it. That's all I can do. I can't put my attention. Now then, once Tara leaves, we have a space in there until Thanksgiving that we can accommodate, with Sonora as well as with Oakdale and of course back to Vegas. But Vegas has to take the absolute priority, which may end up shifting Sonora towards the end of November, which is not bad because let's face it, they put up the Christmas decorations and it's it's beautiful there, right? So, and I have a feeling Oakdale will be exactly the same, the same way too. So, sometime in November, both of those things will be completed. Then in December, we have Mr. Z's wish was to drive from Vegas up to Goldfield and Tonopah, and then go back and spend a few days just hanging out in Vegas or whatever. So in December, so it's going to be very busy. Okay, it's going to be very, very, very busy. G Mangus says he would like you panel with you again. Would you go? Yeah, I don't really. I've always had a very excellent relationship with G Mangos. We've known each other for a lot of years, since 2015. I just don't really feel inclined to do panels, to tell you the truth. I don't feel like I really have anything to offer. And I know very few of the people that are, that are around doing panels these days. So with all due respect, I think that I would just pass on that. Let's see, I have a live chat here. Yeah, I like Four Scores. He comes in all the time. I met him in person in Las Vegas. I just wish he could have. He was with friends, so his top priority is to hang with the people he came with. I think he was staying down in the stratosphere. I don't know, Vicky. Well, I proved that today, honey. Boy, in a major way. Talk about putting on the dunce cap today. That's a phone call I never wanted to make today. Ah, boy. So please tap the like button if you're just coming in. Yeah, to tell you the truth, since April of 2019, I've been on my own here on YouTube. What did Mr. Z said? He said, there's always next time, dummy. No, he didn't call me a dummy. He didn't call me a dummy. But, hey, Toodles, how you doing, honey? I'm sure he thought you dummy. But he wouldn't say it. But anyway, we got a lot. We got holidays coming up. We got Terror coming up. We got Sonora and Oakdale coming up. We've got Vegas somewhere in there. So we're gonna be okay. We're gonna survive this thing. The only thing we're not going to be down there when the Formula One race is going on. I think that's the 18th or something like that. And I believe that Thanksgiving is early. It's on the 23rd of November this year. So, yeah, we got Christmas and all that. So it'll probably be that I'm going over to Oakdale and Sonora a little after that. I don't want to be caught up with Black Friday shopping and everything else. So, Oakdale Cowboy time. I wish the Cowboys. Yeah, the dunce cap of doom. Well, Lisa. When I screw up in a major way. So I even had the van all packed. I had the monitor all set, the new used computer, all the lights. I had my Ethernet cable in here, honey. I was primed and ready. I felt like Ed McMahon for the telethon. Yes, right. And no. Toodles, just scroll back, honey. It's too much to go through again here, honey. Let's just say I'm not going to Vegas because I didn't properly set up the fundraiser on YouTube. It's the real short Cliff Notes version of it, so I had to resubmit, and it says it's going to take a week. There's never any middle ground, so they said it's going to take a week to get it all finalized. In other words, it was approved September 5th. And I thought that was it, but no. When I went back and looked at the email, it's like, now you got to do this and fill out this and do that. I never did it. As I tell the kids, embarrassment goes away. Right. We have to face our demons. Yeah, put up a whole bunch of I don't know, Blue Oak. I think you should send out notice to all your tubers when they change. Yeah, I don't know, Margie. Especially, I think there's something to that, Margie, because I've done a fundraiser before. We raised thousands of dollars for the Redwood Gospel Mission down here, right? So, that was easy peasy. It was simplicity itself, but a lot changed in 2 years. My guess is there's a lot of scammers out there, and they had to change stuff. One of these days you'll have to come to Oakdale Rodeo. It's fine just to see the town for now. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, thank you. I had a friend take me to urgent care, and I have a big leg, and they were quick, and I've only 4 beer. I don't know how much went to you are. Hey, I hope it resolves for you, Alex. I thought suddenly I was so flushed this afternoon. I felt so bad. Mentally, I felt so compressed in my head that I thought I'm coming down with something. That's how I felt. Something. Why don't you drop her a line, EJ? Check in on her. I comment on all of her videos and stuff, and she replies. So, as far as asking how she's doing, I haven't really asked. Yeah, I hope you do okay, Alex. Hey, Emily, how are you? Oh, what a day. Well, I feel better now, like we popped like a Dr. Pimple Popper, like we just cut one loose, and we let all the pus and ooze out here. we excised and lanced the wound. we just let it ooze, right, and all of its horrific ugliness. We just boom, there it is, right there. I'm a diabetic. You take care of yourself, Alex. Anytime you get something like that, it's very hard, especially around. The further you get away from the heart and the circulation of blood, the more difficult it is. Okay, so we'll be thinking about you. Yeah, pop it. Well, we just popped it, baby. Yeah, I don't watch that stuff. Shemay can watch all that. I don't want to see all that stuff flying out of there. I get enough goo around in my daily travels and everything. People screaming in my email today, I can't believe you touched that stuff. You don't know what's leaking out of there. It's probably highly toxic and bacteriologically dangerous to touch it. And then you put it up to your nose and smelled it. Those little spores that are going up there. Hello, Judy. How are you, honey? Right. I can't believe you did that. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I did it. And I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. All right. Hey, Sharaz, how are you? I will not be restrained with that. So anyway, I'm kind of excited. Rather than popping in, what's for dinner? Well, I have the other half of the thawed shrimp I have, so I have to have the soup tonight. I was planning it easy tonight because I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to hit the road when I go to Vegas, but that ain't happening tomorrow. So, but the shrimp still need to be tended to. They must have a boring life to email. Oh, Amanda Hug and Kiss, you would be surprised, honey. You would be surprised. I have a lot of people. I don't think it's a boring life. I think that they're just very concerned for my welfare when I go sticking my fingers and sniffing things and all that, because you don't know. Yeah, and also Naomi Garza too. So we're gonna meet up for breakfast. We're gonna tour around Oakdale for a few hours, check it all out. I'll have the pleasure of meeting Alan and Naomi. Have some new personal friends on YouTube. And then I will be blasting off for a couple nights in Sonora. I will probably try to go over to Colombia, because I did not hit it the last time. And it'll be a nice time of year too, because it'll be Nice and chilly and cool up there. And cold. Nothing like the Lamplighter Inn, right, with that weird layout of that place. Anybody remember what notable thing happened last time I was in Sonora when I just got in after shooting all my video at Knights Ferry and at Jamestown? Anybody remember when I rolled into, how you doing, Joni? When I rolled into Sonora, hey BW, how are you? Anybody remember? Anybody remember that day? Had all this beautiful filming in Knights Ferry, and, all the Jamestown with the Petticoat Junction water towers and all that cool stuff. I lost it all, Emily, remember? Every bit of corrupted SD card. I could not believe it. Yes, you saw me sitting in the rocking chair. I could not believe it. And say what you will about the smartphone. On that particular trip, I had used the, I think I used the Canon, right? My Canon GX3. And when I slipped that SD card in, I could not believe it. Oh, couldn't read anything on that. Remember that? I sat out there in that rocking chair and I almost cried. I almost cried because I thought to myself, well, what are you going to do now? It's like I couldn't even enjoy my stay in Sonora as much as I wanted to. So what I decided to do was go back the next day and do it over again. Okay? I had to go all the way back to Knights Ferry and all the way back to Jamestown and do it over again, which was a good thing because it turned out better, right, the second time. Because I'm not one that just gives up. Lost my flash drive. Yeah, I'll tell you, this was, say what you will about smartphones. I have recorded more video on a Samsung smartphone than anybody in the history of the world. Thousands and thousands and thousands of completed videos with tens of thousands of clips. And I have never, ever lost anything. Excited we have a grocery. Oh, it's going to be cool. Grocery outlet, bargain market. Yeah, thank you, Jody. We'll know in the fullness of time, honey. Alan's like, that's how I started watching the channel. Boy, what a painful experience. What a painful experience. I was like, are you kidding me? That'll put a serious damper. That's like 6 hours of video. Right. I went to sleep that night. I was just like almost beside myself. Ah, brother. But in doing it all over again, you know, it all worked out. Last year, it worked out. So will today's. Yeah, it'll all work out, I think. I just don't. It's so embarrassing that you get everybody all worked up and then it's like, right? It's an anti-Viagra moment. And you just got to tell people straight up honest what happened, right? You can't parse it. You can't BS about it. You got to be truthful. Right? Right. That was a disaster. So that made me always second guess having dedicated cameras and stuff. I said to myself, man, if something like this, I think it was the GoPro that screwed up actually. If something like this is going to be like this, right, then it's just not even worth it to me. Right. Yeah, the life of a YouTuber, right? Right. I mean, it's just like, it's like, wow. You know where it is, Alan Gentry, the lamplighter there, kind of a 1840s kind of layout, like a weird, weird, but in a cool kind of way, right? But that's the worst thing that happens to a videographer. That's the equivalent when you go to shoot somebody's wedding and then you have to tell them, hey, sorry, it's all corrupted. Yeah, my discipline. I do put a lot into the videos, yeah. And I go through waves. I'll do a year heavy video and light on live streams, and another year heavy on live streams and light on video and stuff. So, hey, bird. Here's a blackbird. I guess he's going to his outlaw hangout. Nice. It's 65 degrees and glorious. It's gonna start going down to the upper 30s to low 40s. All of a sudden, we're gonna be right in the middle of it. Yeah, good stuff. So on another front, we had a nice little rally today. I thought once we touched 5% in the 10-year that we'd have a tremendous amount of profit taking from people that had been profiting from the rise in interest rates, and that's exactly what happened. So we'll see how far this goes. We had another Speaker of the House wannabe that got shot down today. I don't really know how that's going to resolve. They might as well just put a Democrat in there and, a moderate or a conservative. Send me some cold weather. So I'm not surprised at how that turned out today. Please tap the like button if you're just coming in. We are burning up down here, yeah. And then this stuff over the Middle East, every step forward that Israel takes now in trying to infiltrate that hellish Gaza city it's just gonna be really ugly optics, and it's gonna cause some people to reach a breaking point, I'm afraid, in the Arabic world, and it's gonna light the fires, right? I'm very concerned about that. I stopped in sugar. I was going to go to Vegas tomorrow and do the fundraiser on Friday, Brenda. The cliff notes of this, honey, is that I forgot to do the paperwork that I needed beyond just being notified that it's been approved. I did not know in the September 5th notification from YouTube that it had been approved, the charity, that I had to take additional steps to finalize it. So I had to postpone the fundraiser, and resulted in a lot of mortification and embarrassment. Thank you, Brenda, for your kind contribution the other evening. It was really appreciated. Smelly Cat, how you doing? That's the cliff notes on what happened. So as a result, I had to upset a lot of apple carts. There were a lot of pieces in place. I had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. A lot of people were stepping up, and looking forward to it. So we're going to have to push it back into November, because I need up to a week to get this stuff straightened out with YouTube. I did not know that it's a two-step process now, so that's my bad. Right? That's my bad. Yeah, everything's for a reason. So, Toodles, it'll just have to work out. Look at Brenda's like, Rosie, I work for a living. I like the cliff notes. Don't be sitting here telling me a documentary about how you're a screw up. Number one, we know you're a screw up. Number two, let's just hit the high points. We're well-educated people here. We can figure it out. Just put it out there. He came in at the right time to hear it. You just got the cliff notes on it, right? How many people were helped through with the cliff notes? And right? You think I'm gonna read Great Expectations? Are you out of your mind? Really? Yeah, we're glad to have Jody back. We had to be patient, but we knew, right? Like out of the Odd Couple, one day she would return. Do 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 do. So we got our Jody back, taking some nice screenshots and stuff. So I'm very excited for that. So there's the cliff notes there. Rosie screws up. So now I can begin to focus on turning my attention to cleaning up the Rancho and Terror's arrival, because there's not going to be enough time between Halloween and her arrival to take a quick trip down there. So we don't want to get rid of you, honey. We love you here. You're our art critic, our design critic, our theater critic. You're all the performing arts. Hey Marco, thank you for tapping the like button. It is appreciated. But it's embarrassing to come on and tell you guys, right? But that's what makes us human. The hell was that? My little putt-putt. Their little one-cylinder. No, that's a bike, man. That's a bike. That's a motorcycle. I don't know. So there's the cliff notes on that whole event. On the downside for me, I'll be doing a fundraiser in much more cold weather than I wanted to do. Sounds like my push mower. Isn't it weird? Right. And that's a bike. He's got a really low idle. Temperature's dropping fast. Let's put the windows up. There he goes. That's not even a sports bike. Oh, he's on a Vespa or something. That's it. I was wondering, man, it's a Vespa. Or a knockoff Vespa, aka a death machine. I wonder how many Vespas have been smashed into the ground over time. Suits me, I'm moving that day. Yeah, he's trying. This guy said it must be a really good point of action on the random Nautica. I don't know. I see so many people living out of their cars these days. Sleeping on the fly. Yeah, it was an irritating little thing, wasn't it? I mean, it's what's the CCs on that? What's the cubic displacement on that? 60 cc or something? I don't know what it is. Something tiny. Something tiny. I don't know what it is. Do 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 do. Yeah, I was afraid I was coming down with something this afternoon, but I was just emotionally wrecked. Emotionally wrecked today. Dreading the phone calls I had to make. Sounded like it was percolating. Yeah, I don't know what the story was on it. Those engines can't be very durable. And those things. I never had one, so I don't really know. Those things to me are just like rolling death machines. Yeah, I guess that's what you call it. Like, it sounds like a little Taco Bell farting bike. Are they 98? That's not too bad. Let's just say you're not going to rob a bank and get too far on a Vespa. I'm just, right, not to burst anybody's bubble or anything. Do 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 do. Go ahead, dude. There you go. Do 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 do. And it's the chicken butt. And I shake my butt. Do 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 do. Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi-san. How's the signal? Is the signal okay so far? Oh, this light is terrible. Come on, let's make the light. Let's make the light. Later, Joe. Honda mini bike 50cc. So I guess a 90 is, I guess maybe, come on, what are we doing? Are we not moving or what? Now we just missed the light because of some dope up here. Some gassy grandma. Chicken and white rice. No, I don't. I think we'll go Friday to grocery outlet. We'll stick to. We do need to get some beer tonight. This is important. We do need to pick up some beer. That is absolutely essential. Believe this person just like fell asleep at the light. You have to tell people green means go. We love you, honey. Please don't get angry. It's safe to get angry from the comfort and privacy of your own vehicle. What you'll never see me do is get out in some road rage fit. I leave that for the tough guys. That'll be for the tough guys. That's not for me. All right, here we go again. Can we make it through the light? We're moving. Oh, brother. Beer is essential here. I think people are enjoying my little series on tell me you live in the hood without actually telling me you live in the hood. I'm getting a lot of engagement on that. Yeah, I gotta have my beer, man. 1 or 2 a night. Yeah, you start getting nasty with some of these people around here, and they will crack your skull open. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. What do we got? Are we broken down? What are we doing? We got a motorcycle down. What happened? Somebody's injured. car hit him. That poor slob got hit. You gotta be doggone careful. Oh, it's gonna be cold tonight. I can tell right now. That temperature is diving. Looks like somebody clipped that motorcycle. The guy's sitting on the sidewalk. We might have an injury there. Just too dangerous. Too doggone dangerous. My hubby drinks non. Yeah, it's like, you know, people like that. People like that like the taste of it. You know what I mean? They're not going for me. I enjoy the taste of it, and I enjoy a very, very little light buzz. That's what I enjoy. Don't cross the street, dude. The cult film series, Lady in White. Yeah, it's gonna be cold. And it's starting to get a little windy. So it's a time of year where sickness becomes prevalent. And I shake my butt. The Berkeley Psychological Institute. That's a lot to wrap your head around down there. I like fighting. It makes you, well, let me tell you, in cars these days, oh wow, look at this traffic down there. What is going on? We have a problema. Now we got, of course, our requisite ambulance or whatever's coming through. Wow, this looks like a real mess down here tonight. Looks like we got a bit of a problem. Sometimes I wish I just had a shopping cart existence. Simple life. Wow, look at this. These people getting mad here. All right, we're going to have to bail on this scene. This is ugly down here. I don't know what they're doing. We're going to have to bail. We're going to have to bail. No, it looks like we're moving, so I just backed on in. No, they're just doing they're redoing all of these curbs so that they can be used by disabled people more easily. It's creating a bit of a brouhaha. Man, I might have to put on my surveyor's jacket tonight. That's what I say every day. Yay, the edges are caramelized. Everything is high in the USA, including the people. There's the old Astro. I told you the story in that place. Don't ever turn over your motel to the homeless. Big mistake. Yeah, 20,000 cars a day are being repoed, and that's a conservative estimate. A little too much car for the money. You can usually, on the heels of that, the other thing that rises in tandem is home foreclosures. Mortgages start to blow up. We're at record levels of repos. Man, we got a situation tonight here, don't we? Man, we got a real situation. Rush hour in Santa Rosa. Yeah, at least it'll take some of the pressure off of the car market, right? I mean, it's insane. I mean, what's the tag on what's the average tag on a truck or a sedan these days? I mean, give people a little bit of a break, right? Let's loosen up the used car market. Then these greedy dealers, new car dealers, will have to remove these $5,000 markups on the lot. I told you the day will come when they'll be so sad that they did that stuff, when the customers just end up laughing in their face and saying, remember the day you slapped the 5? Well, I'm coming in now to take 5 off the top for starters. How you like that? They'll be sitting there with their thumbs up their bum. The only thing will be moving in those dealerships is the cockroaches. That's it. The only thing moving there will be the cockroaches. That's it. All right, let's see if we can park here. We've got 2-hour parking. Good. That'll be about it. That's the only thing that's moving. Yeah, it's pretty soon. It's already here. It's already here. And I hope it passes easy, but there's definite implications and floating rate loans and stuff. Remember, we'd go down to the car dealer. We'd see those babies so marked up. $5,000, $6,000 markups. That's the apples right there. Hey, Angus. No, I found a place to park. Oh, that's where, remember when they tore down the senior home over there? The senior center? Look at that. Look at how fast they put that up. Unreal. Remember, we were there a couple months ago looking at the wood they left behind, all the redwood. Well, I guarantee you they're not using redwood in that baby. the pot shop. Hey, Nightmare. Anybody remember over here the senior center, all the wood they tore it down in like 2 days? Look at how fast they're slapping that stuff up now. Yeah, rush hour. Let's go over and take a look at this baby. Looks like they hauled off that one RV. That person wrote all that crap around on. Yeah, look at this. Wow. They just keep building up and up. Everything is just massive apartments now. Nobody builds houses anymore. Yeah, I know a lot of people do, Marcio. Oh, it's going to be cold tonight. Cold, cold, cold. Wow. I wonder how many stories that's going to be. Did you notice in your communities and stuff that they don't really build they don't build houses anymore, just apartments? I mean, I tell you, I can't think of one place that's building houses. Everyone is putting up these monster complexes now. Oh, here's a nice camper van down here. Like about an 88, 89. Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden the economics with people paying $2,000 and more a month, all of a sudden, boom, who wants to build a house anymore? God knows how many stories this is going to be. They don't build them here. It's too expensive, the land. Man, look at this old bomber. Missing a few parts, nothing a little buff up won't fix. Yeah, James, sorry I had to cancel the trip tomorrow. I didn't properly set up the stuff for YouTube that I needed to finish to do the fundraiser. There's the camper van. Flex steel seats. Fiesta. A lot of you are new on the channel. You don't recall when I had one exactly like this. Yeah, I don't mind apartments, but I'm just saying all of a sudden, that's all they're building here. As soon as rents for a one bedroom went up to $2,000, that was the end of homes. Everybody wanted to get that cash flow. Man, is it getting cold. Hey, Gypsy. It's windy and cold. building now. That'd be it. Now everything in here is all, it's all composition board, it's all crap. Oriented OSB. It's all crap. You don't see much with plywood anymore. Cheapest you can get. Yeah, they're filling them up, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. That used to be a senior center, but we don't need a senior center, I guess. As soon as somebody made a decent offer to the city, they probably couldn't get rid of that thing fast enough. Take that money, baby. Somebody's RV up there. Yeah, you're just, all you are these days is just a wage slave. That's it. That's all you are, is just a wage slave. Yeah, I hear you, Shemay. You got big fish to fry with your church, too. Well, everything is built, just, that tells you that you are, that tells you what? That you're coming out of an era of cheap money, when everything can be built to luxury. Think of what gets built in Las Vegas. It's all luxury now. Think about the Fontainebleau casino that's going to be opening in December on the corner of Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard. They're going to have 100,000 feet of luxury shopping. As if you couldn't get luxury shopping in the Wynn, the Sands, right, the Paris, all of those places, Bellagio. Nobody builds for the average anymore. It's all built for luxury, 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 luxury. Pretty amazing. Well, let me tell you what, yes, the middle class is a transient phenomena anyway in history. It really should never really exist. Oh, here's my dream vehicle. Look at this, the Buick Roadmaster. Look at that baby. Look at that, it's got squad lights in the back. Man, there's the last of the huge, the last of the huge sedans. Yeah, the middle class is an aberration. Nowhere in the history of civilizations do you see such a thing. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Look at the way that just sits. Can you imagine the jet black, that baby with a high polish, cruising down the road, picking up one of you beautiful gals? Your date is here. Oh my. Oh my. This ain't gonna be a long walk with this wind and cold tonight. Phew. Cuts you like a knife. So what I'm saying is, you look at Las Vegas, everything is built for the wealthy now. When you actually have to pay to park there now, that tells you something's very out of whack. Oh, I love the Buick. It looks beautiful when it pulls up. Any one of these ladies would be awful glad to see me pull up in that. Rosie, you are so fine. Remember, we used to go here through the back to that weirdo area in the back. I'd be like, Rosie, you are fire. You are so fine. You could live in it. So that's a problem. Everything's built for that market now, right? So what are you going to do? Dogs. The danger of existence. There's somebody sleeping over there set up. This is kind of hood-ish. More ish than hood, but that's it. As long as I can pick up my Nino. My Nino's like, ooh, it's super fine, Rosie. Whatever, honey, it's just you. It's all about you. Nothing like the smell of fresh wood. Hey, Justin, how are you? We're just on a little walkabout tonight in the hood. A minor hood. All the walnuts are all dropping their nuts. There they are. Oh. That's it. All the walnuts you could want. So fine. Rosie, you are so fine. You are fire. Somebody's got their tent set up over there. Anybody need some drawers or anything? Anybody need some drawers? How you doing, man?
All right, so
What's going on?
just out of curiosity, what's going on with you?
YouTube. I'm live on YouTube, live streaming. That's what's going on with me. Showing people the wildlife.
This ain't that wild, but it is.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, well,
It's mildly interesting on a Tuesday afternoon, right?
oh, it's mild, man. It used to be a lot worse. You knew
Really? I live over in Roseland. That's bad enough over there.
that? Oh yeah, no, I'm mild down up over there.
Yeah, okay.
Just only recently, I'll tell you this one, had someone jack in our mail.
Oh, wow.
They stole like 2.5 G's off of me. They stole my
How did they
neighbor's,
get it? Somebody send you cash or something?
So I
Check
actually
or something?
Yeah, that's how I actually get my mail.
So you don't get it to pet?
Direct deposit.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't trust the banks.
Well, I'd trust a bank more than the guy that ripped you off out of your mailbox, huh?
Actually, it was a chick. I got the name and everything else. Went up to the SRPD. They said they ain't gonna do a thing. Went up to the FBI. They said they ain't gonna do a thing. Went up to the post office because it's federal.
No, they're not gonna do
They
anything.
ain't gonna do nothing.
They're not going to do
I already
anything.
got their name. I got their address.
They don't care.
Everything. No,
They don't
no. Like literally, I could hand it off to them. They ain't
Yeah,
gonna
it's
do
too consumptive of manpower these days. But I'll tell you, you better trust a bank more than you trust that you know? Your money probably still be in the bank. Huh?
Yeah, no. Like I actually over withdrawed like about $10, right? So over withdrawing $10. Sorry,
Oh,
you
that
don't mind
triggered a
me.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
They actually held on to my check. So from holding on to my check, I couldn't pay rent on time. So since I couldn't pay rent on time, I actually got a $50 overfee.
So it's like dominoes that fall over.
Yeah.
One thing after another goes down.
So
Yeah.
after that, $50 turned to $60. This happened like about 3 times. Into that. Moving on though, at least we got rid of the crackheads, the hookers. We got some tweakers. Instead
Well,
of
there
that,
used to be a ton of them that lived down here.
Yeah,
That's where they all were.
Ago.
Yeah. So would they have a sweep through the area or something?
To my knowledge, yeah, and also from what I heard through the grapevine, that place might actually become a club.
May become what?
A club, like a nightclub.
Wow. That'd be a little too wild over here for a club. I'm telling you, the cops be here all the time. You already got the zoo down here on Barham. So this be a little wilder than that.
Oh, way wilder.
Right?
And then also too, the zoo actually has its own issues. That's a dive bar. If you get kicked out of the zoo, then wow, that's amazing.
It's a good place to get your face smashed in at the zoo too. So, because you got the Hell's Angels right across the street, right there. You know.
A couple blocks down, but they're good.
Yeah,
They're good.
they're all right.
They mind their P's and Q's.
Right.
But also too, we got a new biker club that's renting out the spot over there, etc., etc. But whatever, man. I'm kicking rocks.
All right, dude. Take care, huh? Take care. Stay safe, okay? Everybody's got a story. There it is. Well, you know, just because, I hate to say it, ladies, but just because somebody's a chick doesn't mean that they're not going to do the nasty on you these days. When it comes to wanting to put a little something in the pipe, gender is meaningless these days. He's all right. You know, you engage people, you find out what's going on in the neighborhood. You tell people exactly what you're doing. But it's definitely a city with a very rotten core here. Let's not get it twisted. But man, anybody that gets checks delivered, man, I don't care how bad the bank is, I'll take my shot with the bank, right? I'll take my shot with the bank. You figure now there's a lot of stuff to go up your nose, in your lungs. I heard that bath salts are having a comeback again. That's what they call BS on the streets. Scoring some BS. Well, it's, you know, I've told you guys for years, I've seen it coming that women are becoming much more dominant, much more aggressive, much more demanding in relationships, much more apt to participate in crime. I mean, the old days are gone, right? Right, you better walk in fear. Whenever I live stream and see a guy, I don't have any issue at all. But whenever I see a female, I'm always thinking about what could go wrong. Right? What could go wrong? Let's see if we got any caraway seeds. I think we'll make some more Jewish rye bread, but we need caraway seeds. Which you don't see too often. Oh, here we go. We got one here. I think we'll get a big boy. That way you save a lot of money. Yeah, you have to watch out for yourself. You're on the streets these days. around. If you're a city person like I am, you assume every single person has an angle. Everybody. How you doing, Scottish? We want to get some dill too. We got some dill. I don't want to carry a whole thing with me, but I do like Jewish rye bread. So you have to meet people with a very high degree of respect when you see them on the. But probably pass on the gummies, times being what they are money-wise and stuff. We have to be. You know, now we have the further blow of screwing up in the fundraiser, so I think we have everything we need. I still don't think I'll get the dill weed. I don't know. Isn't this what you use to make the dill pickles or whatever? Yeah, if you don't use pickle juice to make your, but this is what makes it, right? This is what makes it. I don't know if these birds, I never see bags here. It's always boxes. Right? You guys have any bags?
Bags?
Yeah. Well, I want to carry out.
No, we have boxes. We don't
only
carry
boxes.
Yeah, we don't carry bags anymore.
You know, I've been here 10 years. I don't ever remember you guys having bags.
No, the only bag is when we have like bags for sale.
Yeah, I'm on foot, so it's a
2308. We never, I don't think, since I worked here, we never had bags.
Yeah, that's cool.
Put stuff. It's only boxes.
I thought there might just be one laying around somewhere.
All right, Michael. See you tomorrow. Receipt?
No, it's okay. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Somebody might have thrown a bag over here. I don't know. What does this look like? Is this a bag or what? Somebody be like, I see you brought the old bag today. All right, we're just going to have to hoof it out like we got it. That's it. Nothing we can do unless we find a bag out here. What's happened is I needed to pick up some caraway seeds so I can make some more Jewish rye bread. And I wanted to have some dill juice. I got this. Right, because you really need that flavor when you make Jewish rye bread, or you're just cheating yourself. All right, here's a good, I guess this is the zoo up here, I don't know. Damn good place to get killed. And if they open a club over here, holy smokes. I guarantee you that won't last long, because there'll be people getting shot up over there. I guarantee you that. They'll be shooting up. There's some really cool old dynamite over here. The sun's gone down. Here's the zoo here. This is a place you better really watch your mouth. I told you, this is the place Bobby would never even take me into. He's like, with a mouth like you got on you, it's like, there's no way I'm going to take you into there. We'll both be dead because of your big mouth. You'll say something to somebody. Well, of course, Bobby's right as rain. He always is. I mean, they don't play around here. This is the ultimate dive bar. I can't tell you, probably pick up the teeth every Sunday morning in there. No thanks. No thanks. What's up, Naomi? How you doing, honey? North Bay transmission. You think anybody repairs them? Anyone just send them out? Nice. All those gutted transmissions. Did you hear the story? It was raining, pouring rain here on Sunday. Now that I'm going to be in town, we got a chance to go. No, it's an actual bar. It's a very dangerous dive bar. Very, very dangerous. Waiting on that chicken and baked potatoes. Nice. We're just doing a little walkabout while we still got some light. We're having a good time. No, that's okay, James. I had to postpone Vegas because I didn't properly set up the paperwork with YouTube. No, I don't put any dried onion flakes in. But last time I was rather light on caraway seeds. That won't be happening again. So tomorrow I think I'll knock out another rye bread there. Yeah, so I don't ever go. And is this guy again? I don't know. That guy. Yeah, this main street's just really looking sketch these days. Really sketch. You want to buy an old fire truck? How cool is that? Imagine that on the Rancho. Let's put the ladder up. Ooh. Yeah, I will, James. I had to postpone it because I assumed I was all good to go with YouTube if I had more thoroughly read the email from September 5th. I would have seen that I had to go into additional steps for a finalization approval. So that's my fault. I had to call down there and explain. Oh, it was very mortifying today, James. Very mortifying. That's the place that had the fancy bags or whatever. Sun's going down. Yeah, it's really getting sketchy out here. Yeah, well, it happens. It's my own fault, James, for being a dumbbell. Honestly, call a spade a spade. Now that we pushed into November, it'll be colder down there. That'll. Whoa. But there's always a price to be paid for stupidity. You put some dill in, that really spikes that baby up. Yeah, I got the live chat. It's not as good as it used to be because I don't know what happened. YouTube must have done something. Because overnight, yeah, well, I'll still make it happen, James. Trust and believe, it'll happen. It's just unfortunately I'm gonna lose the nice high 70, low 80 days and 40. 49, 50 degree nights, and I'm going to be dropping down to the 30s. But like I said, there's a price to be paid for stupidity. Oh, I wish they would have opened this thing up again. We only had one decent seafood restaurant. What do I eat on the rye bread? Ham, tuna, anything. Anything. I even have it in the morning, just toasted. It's so delicious. Just all really weird looking now. $12.99 for crab. Can you believe it? Talk about premium pricing. It's too expensive. Where they boil up the crabs. It's really sketchy. You gotta be careful walking around here now. Right? Get your butt clipped. People just loom out of nowhere and all of a sudden they're right in your face. Oh, it is windy and cold. These guys at Green Tech, they put the serpentine belt on the van. I wanted to replace that before that went bad. Only so much you get out of a serpentine belt. They did a good job. They weren't cheap, but they did a good job. Here's the pot shop. Yeah, you gotta watch your breath on date nights and stuff like that. You gotta be very aware of your breath. No girl likes to have that breathing in her face. The rotten onions. It's not conducive to reaching the promised land, if you know what I mean. Oh, pot shops are always gated in. These guys are big targets because you can't take credit cards in there because the federal government, the banks would lose their bank license if they processed credit cards, so they do a lot of cash business. Skeleton Man! No bank will touch pot shops. They don't want to lose their banking license. Well, look at where they are. They're in a very shaky area here. Very, very shaky. $50. $50 a pumpkin. Like, really? Hey Vicky, it's okay, honey. It's light out. It's just the weather's taking a real turn for the cold right now. That's our basic situation tonight.
Wait, 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 wait.
We have to go get some beer. I thought that was birds flying along there. Yeah, we got the walk symbol over there, but we got to wait on it. These people run out. These people will flatten you like you're not even here in this town. They will flatten you out. You will be roadkill. All right, let's go over to Dave's and get some beer. I don't trust anybody anymore. Walking on foot. Once I got hit by that vehicle in September of 2017, I don't trust any drivers. I always make sure I have their eye, right? Always make sure you catch make sure they're looking at you. I don't think I cut out, babe. I think you need to refresh your connection. We got the caraway seeds, we got the dill, as if we're going to put up some pickles. We're not doing pickles, but we will make some juice. Anybody know, does anybody know how much of that dill weed to use per cup of whatever to make dill juice? Anybody have any ideas about that? Yeah, you need to refresh sometimes. You get this. I hope they have a Christmas parade. They have the lighted floats down in the Arts District here. I hope they do that this year. Oh, it's going to be cold tonight. You better believe it. But you got to leave the house open so you get acclimated to the weather. Just don't run the heater. I will run it when Tara's here. But you can send the. Yeah, I can't do that. I have the dill seed. I have the dill weed, so I don't have the fresh dill. Yeah, well, if I was going to make dill pickles, what's the ratio? How many tablespoons of dill weed per, say, a quart of water or 2 cups of whatever? There must be a standard pickling amount. There must be a standard amount of dill weed that you use for if you're going to put up pickles. As nightfall descends on Santa Rosa, 2 teaspoons dried per jar. What's a jar? What size is a jar? We have to know by cups or quarts or whatever. Yeah, I have pics at a wedding. I put it up. I don't have any of the pro pics or anything. I put up as much as I'm going to put up. Oh, that beef noodle is so good. That is so good. Let's see if we can get across here. That is so good. Oh, that stuff is killer good. That stuff is top drawer. Please tap the like button if you're coming in tonight. I appreciate it. Not my greatest day today, but you guys have certainly lifted my spirits up tonight. You have certainly lifted my spirits. We're doing it up tonight. We'll be doing it up with some beer. We got to run into Dave's real quick. Yeah, we'll get that first smell out. Yeah, I will, because I've got to have just stuff just so for Terry. You know, I can't leave Terror with a lousy deal. Hey, Vinny. They're building that up. All these construction sites, they're now under 24-hour monitoring. I still wouldn't leave my tools on site. Guaranteed. Yep, Tara's gonna be the star of the show. We're gonna have a good time. I hope the weather's good. November can be very nice, warm, comfortable weather, or it can be pretty horrific. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate that. So listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Do 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 do. Ooh, ooh. The only thing I can think for the future is going to be a lot of people living in their vehicles, which will create a high demand for roadside sanitary showers and things like that. There's your investment opportunity. Boy, they really goofed up this light here. Not so much a fitness center, but just a sanitary center. Not for freaks to do the dirty, but you'd have to have security in there. But you have bathrooms and shower stalls. $5 a shower or whatever. I think that's going to be a high demand thing. All right, let's pick it up here. It's always a highlight of our day. Beer. that allergy coming on again. My eye was itchy today. Okay. My eye was itchy. So did we determine how much dill we need for, say, a quart, if you're going to make a quart of joy juice for doing, making pickles or whatever? Oh, Lord. I don't want to take any allergy medication. It messes with my blood pressure. Pretty, please. Good night, Julie. I'll have to look at a pickling recipe just to see. Thank you. Trash day in the hood tomorrow. I should have been on the road tomorrow, but it ain't gonna be. Pretty soon we're gonna have to break out the gloves. Oh, look at those decorations. Trash day in the hood. Oh, I love my decorations. Doesn't it just get you all fuzzy seeing all the Halloween? Hey James, how you doing? What's going on, James? James, where are you working now, dude? I miss you at the casino. What do you think of my idea of public personal hygiene? Well, I was talking about that. I don't know about pods, but I would fit out an existing building for people that are living in their cars, right? Have a place you go, right? Toilets, on-site security, right? Sounds like a winner to me. All right, let's go get you guys set up first, and then we'll come out and get our booty. Les Schwab tires. Are you humping tires around there, James? Don't rupture yourself, dude. Got that moon's gonna be full for Halloween. 2 sprigs of dill. I don't have dill. I have dill weed. Dried. So I don't want to over dill it and make it dill dough. Oof. So I almost get killed. Hey, Blackbird.
Hey, Rosie.
Oh.
You would never believe it. I got to see Miss Jenna today.
Where was she?
She had to come see a dentist.
Wow.
I talked to my boss, and after work I went to the mall and hung out.
How's she?
Came here for not quite an hour, maybe 45 minutes to charge her phone. And then she took off and drove home.
What did she think of the Rancho?
She loves it. I wouldn't let her in my place.
Why?
I have to clean it. It's too messy for
For the day you clean that, it'll be a red letter day.
Because it was really bad because Miss Jenna came over and I'm like, no, you cannot even look inside in that direction. It's that bad.
Why don't you make that a Halloween present to me?
That's what I told her. It's a haunted house all year round, man. I told her I need a maid. I'll pay you. She said I cook for you. I'll clean for you. You take me for a
You
cat.
just got to roll up your sleeves and start doing it.
Yeah.
Take everything out and swab everything down.
Oh my God. But still, she loves me.
Well, I hope you told her hi for me, you know.
Yes.
Sorry
So
I missed her.
I told her we're gonna go up there soon.
Is she still as good looking as?
Oh my God, she's drop dead gorgeous. Yeah.
See, I remember Deadford.
Yeah. Hey, Emma. How's it going, everyone? I know, because it was embarrassing, because I get wonders, like, go, oh, look, this is my favorite, this is my favorite. And we took it, but we can't. I'm a slob. It's really bad. There was a time when I thought I would never be one. I thought I would always be with someone. Yeah. For some reason. So, yeah, I want to send on myself. Of course I cleaned it. I used to clean it, like, not all the time, but every, once a month or something, but I let go. I let, like, there's Jenna's better shit. She acts like she's so busy that she does everything. I don't know. Just a little bit, but there was no place where we could find a place to plug in her phone, and I don't want to take it to the square car. It was fully loaded. Jarvis didn't have Jarvis. Jarvis didn't get it. We're getting one to a different one, but we'll come here. It's easier. It's just relax. We're trying to hear. But it was kind of neat. We were a mall rat today. Santa Rosa Mall. I bought her a couple things to dress up in. And I gave her that Harley Davidson. And I tried to she likes it. She was wearing it. I was getting Harley. She's a raver. That's why we're listening to this raver. She's, we're gonna go see her. Want to be on screen, and I didn't want to screen.
No, she doesn't like the publicity.
She still lets me go see Buddy, thank goodness. That's my Billy goes.
Okay, let's get our lighting on here.
Really good day. Mall rat, right? She bought me lunch. Right? We had this, like, Philly cheesecake. There's only a couple places in the mall. I couldn't do lamb Philly cheesecake. It turned out wonderful. I don't know if I can do that. Jenna knows how to cook. She makes her own pesto, makes her own goat cheese.
Man, I'm getting all caught up in everything here. Yeah, this weekend I'm gonna clean up the whole back. I'm gonna just take everything down and clean them. Maybe you can clean out the shack
I
wall.
really do too. It's really bad. Because you have a friend over, right? Let's just say she's a girl, right? And then like, you don't want a girl to come over to her. No, like marry you guy. Oh, right? Never saw her again. She's in another bed. Oh, is that the main thing?
Let's get this started up.
On Instagram again. Miss Courtney Hobbs, right?
Was she married before?
Janet?
Hard to believe. She's got to be one of the best looking things up in Humboldt County up there.
Yeah. Best thing in the mall today, in my opinion. She come, like if she was my girlfriend, and I felt like she was, I should have said like arm in arm and stuff, because you know how you get a beautiful girl, show her off and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you show her off a bit, right?
But yeah, we're just friends. So I know I'm not that fucked up. And me and Susie are still friends.
She likes you,
Olympic.
Bird.
She
She likes you. She wouldn't let you come up to the ranch if she didn't like it.
So
You got Monkey up there and all the goats and all.
yeah. She's busy. Oh yeah, she got it together.
I'm just getting the. What the heck just happened? Why'd that cut happen? The hell just happened? Did our cheap computer just blow up? Oh man, that might be the end of the line, right? The thing just shut right down. Computer just like blink, just cut off. So all we need is our $130 computer to go tits up today.
Yeah, so I had a good day. We hung out in the mall. She bought me a Philly cheesesteak.
Right. You probably thought, man, you guys are really poor. This thing's falling apart.
No, she's like, you know. The thing
Tell
about her,
us for Halloween, right?
not that judgmental at all. I mean, I wouldn't let her in my home. She can see the outside stuff. She all messy. I live with her. You know, wasn't so messy.
Loaded bakers are the best. What is that?
I'm pretty happy.
Oh my God. Let's get this thing on. Why aren't we connected to the internet?
I'm gonna get that. I'll come back, lock it up. I did that.
Is that what happened here? Is our internet down? We're connected. I guess I wasn't connecting. It just shut the whole thing down. Like, what the heck is that all about? Holy smokes, everything's against me today. Let's see, making dill pickles.
I don't know how long I've done this. Probably not that long. I have other friends like Matt, Molly, my other friend in LA. Because I grew up in LA.
Dill juice recipe. Here we go. Quick pickled radishes. We don't need that. Pickle juice recipe. There's a dill pickle martini. Can you believe it?
I actually met her at the resort.
Hmm.
Really good time.
Well, I guess we'll figure it out tomorrow. Now that we got plenty of time on our hands. Allergies been killing me the last couple of days, but I'll be damned. I'm not going to get on any stuff. I just refuse. It just wreaks havoc with my blood pressure. Let me get the side chat on here. Let's see.
Dennis, she said she made it up.
Could you turn that down just a
Yeah,
tad?
3 hours.
Wow. How come I'm so slow? She
Just
did she?
drives faster than
Wow. On those roads, that's terrifying up there. I told you I wouldn't even drive back, man. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I almost guardrailed this last time.
I told her we're gonna go up there soon.
Yeah.
So,
Did she say that's okay?
yeah.
When you got the flu
Switch
shot.
to
I haven't
Google
gotten the
Fi
flu
Wireless
shot yet.
and
I'm
get
behind
Simply
on that.
Unlimited, our most affordable unlimited
I'm
plan.
behind on that. We don't need to
Portable
buy it.
unlimited
I'm
plan.
behind on that. I'm behind on that right now. When you get the flu shot, no, flu shot does nothing to my blood pressure, but I was taking, like Claritin, sometimes I was taking 3 a day. All right, and all of a sudden
She's
it's like,
gonna be elated because you love socks. Yeah.
yes, Socks is the queen, man. Who doesn't love the queen? And I love Mama Goat, Granny Goat up there. Granny Goat likes her Sierra Ale.
Right? Yeah, they're a little crazy. They love me too, but I think they love special sauce.
I think that they like the special sauce a little more than they love you,
Yeah.
Bird.
Tiger eat different. Tiger, he don't care about carrots or apples. Or, he never got any special sauce. But we love different. Those Billy goats, they just like the special sauce. Whatever.
Special sauce.
Tiger different. We love Tiger.
Well, I tell you what's a terrifying road is 101 when you start going up there a piece. Oh boy.
How's it going, everyone?
It is not fun at all. Got the flu shot and my BP was in the 140s all days. Yeah, I don't know, Queen. Maybe just because I don't know, honey. I don't really know how to explain it. But I know you shouldn't take a triple dose of Claritin in like 12 hours, 3 of them. Man, I was so miserable. I was bombing that stuff in June, July like there was no tomorrow.
Pretty much one of my friends.
Big mistake. Big mistake. I almost didn't get my surgery because of blood pressure.
It's good to hear. Absolutely.
I don't know what mine is now, but I can tell you it ain't what it was. Like, if you drink and anything, yeah, I've been taking the allergy medicine. What are you taking? Claritin. I'm on the Flonase up the nose, and I'm taking sometimes 3 Claritin a day. He's
Oh, good for you, Nino. Happy anniversary.
like, that might explain a little bit of the situation there, right? Really?
I mean, I do like
What were you thinking? I'm thinking I don't want to die. That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Let's see what the weather's going to be.
Except for,
Let's see, it's 57 now, and it's going to go down to 49. Let's see what we got. 41 tomorrow and cloudy, then it's going to be in the 30s. Ooh.
all of them surfing dogs.
Hi, June.
On surfboard, like,
Ooh. We're going to be hitting the 30s, guys. There it is. Read it and weep. Read it and
I
weep.
think when we get up there, I think we should spend a day kayaking together. She has more than one. I don't have a raft.
Read it and weep. You know, I can't do Benadryl. I don't. It doesn't do anything for me. Now, the one good thing that somebody told me, remember we were somewhere, and somebody said, why don't you try Zyrtec? I'm like, oh, Claritin's always worked for me. All right, you know, maybe I'll switch it up. Maybe I'm getting insensitive to Claritin. I took the Zyrtec, it was wonderful. Right? Just did it up. How you doing, Scottish? I was like, oh, this was it, man. This worked good.
My friend's coming.
This did a number. This definitely did the number. So, you know, don't take triple the dosage. Look up Alaska. Where should we look up? Fairbanks or Anchorage, or what do you want me to look up? Let's look up Anchorage weather. 34 degrees, which is about what you expect. We're going to be in the 20s, 40s, 20s. Not too bad. Hey Jude, or should we look up Fairbanks? It's 23 degrees. Ooh, 19, 24, 20. No precipitation, but cold as you know what. Let's look up International Falls. That's usually the coldest place in the country. 43 degrees right now. Yeah, it's going to be snowing on Friday. 37 degrees, low 21. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I love kayak, but I'm more into floating around on the white water raft. So I had a white water raft, really different. Because the kayak, you flip it over, it should be a little bit of work flipping it back over. So a raft, it's a little harder with the wind and stuff, but it's more convenient.
Well, I guess Texas won, man. They're a good team. They beat the Rangers. I mean, they beat the Astros. I tell you, they plowed through the Orioles like they were nothing.
So it's basically, since I use white water raft, so my goal, believe it or not, white
Sitting at
water raft,
-9. What's up, Ms. Pudwina? How are you doing?
top of the line, with no, what do you call it?
Sciatica
No
pain.
repair kit.
What has she
You
got?
do a repair kit. No repair kit.
Is that my Cindy? What she got?
You want to spend under $1,000?
I had sciatica pain last week. The naproxen works for pain. Man, that's a very painful thing, sciatica. Usually guys get that when they sit on their wallet. They have their wallet in their back
Yeah,
pocket.
that's what you want. In life.
Well, I hope you feel better, Cindy.
That's why we got a brand new plaque. Because whatever, it's not quite so. Say anything. The other one, still right, like, look at
28 degrees. Naomi, you're too cute, honey. We always have to know what's going on in Norway, right? I mean, we got to do that. Hey, yabba dabba doo. How
We're
you
halfway
doing?
there. You like-
Thank you, Naomi. I needed to know that tonight, honey. That was like critical dimension right there.
We have a redwood forest, which is a special forest. And you get lost in this redwood forest.
You should look up the great Sonia Henne, the great figure skater out of Norway. She became a movie star in Hollywood.
You get that from a regular forest. But same
She was
thing.
in Baltimore for an ice show, and the stands collapsed. Typical Baltimore shit, right? I don't know how many people died in
And
that
then you
run.
got the ocean and the river.
35 in southern New Hampshire. Well, there you go, Jody. It's going to be a good year for the utilities, PG&F. Snowy up here in Finland. Finns, Norway. It was amazing. Norway has the worst salmon cultural farming practice. Worst salmon farming practices in the world. You believe that? Who would have thought? You just go out and catch them, right? There's that dog again. PG and F, that's it. They already send out the warning every month. Yeah, I've been sneezing terribly, James. The last few days, my eye all blew out today. Got all flubbery and blubbery, the eye. Then I was Sherpa wrap, in case they cut out. Now, what is a wearable? What is that like, Gypsy? Is that like you could actually take people up to the top of Mount Everest, like a Sherpa, if you needed to, and survive?
Drinking my beer. Smoking supply. But the difference is, fuck, I'm so happy.
Oh, it's terrible, James. You wouldn't think out in the desert there'd be anything to allergic to. That blew me away in May of 2018 when I went with Bobby, and it was just like, oh my goodness. I don't know whether it was the trees were releasing that stuff, the cottonwood trees, whatever it was miserable. So there's something going on around here. I'll know quite what it is. But I haven't had to get out my surveyor's jacket yet for the season. Because once it comes out, it never goes back in again.
We think I'm gonna go get this cat food. I'm sorry.
People at work said they didn't have hours a day for leaving, but then they come for it. Yeah, that's the way it was, James. It's miserable for me. Like something in May down there was unbelievable. I was lucky. I went to the Walgreens or CVS, and I got Claritin, and it worked okay. All right, it's time to get the dinner going.
Okay, darling. What are you doing? You remember that dog? It was a different kind of dog. It looked like a German Shepherd. Different. be a little
Yeah, I remember how miserable it was in Vegas. I was trying to figure out, like, what is it that's making me sneeze down here, right? All it is sand. Like, what the hell, you know? I couldn't figure it out. I never did figure it out anyway. I never did figure it out. The only thing I could think of it was the cottonwood trees. People told me that when those things go to pollen, they just explode. Explode.
Rosie, you got those lights out in the front. A bunch of kids should come around this year.
I already got the candy, so
If it's not raining.
I didn't overbuy because we don't need a ton of it. Cause yeah, the weather will be all right. It'll be a full moon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you have almost a full moon right now, so we're only what less than a week away or something. So.
One time I had this friend, right? And this was so long ago. I think it was before. Now you can get contacts or whatever. But Halloween, I'm a little high, but I'm not that high. He got one regular eye and one cat eye. Okay? Full moon.
I like how honest Bird is. I was high, but I wasn't that high.
Right. But I don't know if they had those kind of contacts back then. That was so old. Like back in the day, right? Like what kind of is
I don't know if I'd want to put that in my eye, you know. And this is,
But that was it. It was no dress up or anything.
Oh.
It was just two different eyeballs. Sure. Full
pretty
moon.
weird.
So whatever year that
Bad enough
lined
when
up.
it's bad enough when a guy comes in with prison face tattoos. Right? That's what we call the Crescent City look.
Yeah, we see those guys. We were at that one thing right here.
Pelican
right in front of
Bay
me,
look.
Right with your tattoos. I'm like, look, I'm right here. I'm
Right.
right here. I don't care about your tattoos. Believe me.
It's called the Pelican Bay Special.
Yeah. So,
Bird's like, that's no joke, man. Let me tell you, it ain't no joke. Right?
yeah, sometimes I'm really weird about that.
Well, I'm really weird about putting shit in my eye, you know.
Well, yeah, but people cutting in line. They think
Yeah, I mean,
it's
because
they're
of
intimidated.
you know.
But
Oh, it is
it's
intimidating.
not
intimidated.
intimidating to me.
Really?
To walk in front and just act like you own it. I'm right here. Cool. You better and like.
I don't know,
yeah.
dude. That's pretty intimidating to me. I mean, I'm
Because
not gonna muck with a
They
guy
do
that's.
that. Like, are you kidding me?
I want to stick my leg. Me
If you're
now.
really nice, like okay, yeah, like yeah.
Well, I think most people, if you're cool, I mean, they're gonna look at your sheet when they come in though, and they're gonna know what your 420 is on that.
But we went through that here.
And if they see you
Sometimes.
got a kid or something on there or something like that, ooh man, it's like, oh, it's gonna be a real bad stay. You know, it's gonna be really bad. Hmm. What's with the windmills?
That's why you see me, because Jenna was going from the mall, and I was whizzing past you. I would have beat her, but I went to the liquor store to get some beer. Right. But she beat me. Like, whatever. Like,
She must fly around town.
Huh?
She must fly around here.
she's, I guess, Zooms. But because I swore, if I did not go to the liquor store, I would beat her. I'm sure of it. But I went to the liquor store because I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna beat her. But then was there for.
I guess she drives fast. If she could make it up there in 3 hours, it took us like 4.5 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
And I wasn't going that slow.
Yeah.
But I don't know that road. Plus we had logging trucks that were flying all around and shit. Bang, bang, you know, doing 70 miles an hour. Those weirdos know every inch of the road, so they're not worried about anything. I worry about one of those sides cutting loose and those logs come rolling there. Freaking 50-ton redwood. And that'll ruin your day. You're not
This truck, it ran over Oli in his car in Topanga Canyon. Like a big old truck like that. Yeah.
I would have owned the trucking company by the time my lawyer got done with that deal.
But Oli kind of drive like a race car driver too. At 90, so imagine 40 years ago.
Diane says she doesn't like Laurel Canyon, driving over Laurel Canyon.
Really? I like it. It's a good shortcut.
Right.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, from
Coldwater, Laurel, and then you got Topanga.
Right.
Yeah. I like Laurel because that's where I grew up.
She says it's too twisty for her. I don't know. I never thought it was much of a twisty road.
Because it's just a short thing. It's a shortcut.
Yeah, 101 is terrible up in Humboldt. Up there.
Because if you're on any other street, yeah.
Once you pass Wavy Gravy Land, then that road gets really wigged out up there.
The goal is to stay at the bottom.
You better figure out the hotel stuff with your Indian friend up there.
Yes, I'm going to call. I haven't called yet. Rosie, what part of the month do you think you might want to go?
Ooh, somewhere around. I got Tara coming up in early November, and then Thanksgiving's coming, so I'll probably have to be up to the 23rd of November.
Oh, the end of the month.
Yeah.
Well, Jenna's birthday is around that time.
Okay.
I don't think we'll make it, but it's close.
Yeah. So I need to get over to Oakdale and Sonora too.
So
it's gonna
when
be
is
probably
Thanksgiving?
23rd of November.
Okay.
It's early this year. Usually the 28th or the 26th, 27th, but it's early this year. Neighbor's dog is still. That dog is always, I don't know, it doesn't get any love over there. So
She got separation anxiety before.
yeah, the thing gets no love, no attention, so it's just always barking.
I'm sorry.
I love that. Ronnie's like, you can tell that's a nice cat. That sucker would be down and in. Toss that sucker some peanut butter, right?
Like manifestation or something.
Trying to figure out how to use this dill for this recipe. Ooh, throw the dog a Mickey meal. That's funny, Jamie. Knock it in. Jamie, what you have to call me again and we'll talk about the prison tats and all that stuff. Who tries to be a tough guy and all that? Yeah, June, you're lucky, honey. But you're in an apartment, right? You're not heating that whole big house or anything, right? See, when I'm in that kind of arrangement and I'm in a whole building and I've got like a unit, I let the law of thermodynamics work for me. In other words, I turn my temperature lower than the other people around me. That way my apartment becomes like a magnet for heat to come into because, well, things want to equalize, right? Brownian motion, all things being equal. So I'm mooching off of other people's heat. We're about $139 a month, but I've got a lot going on here. I got a electric water heater in the shine shack, and it is what it is. It really helped when we cut over to all LEDs everywhere, even these things. We were using incandescent. So that bill was really starting to get high. I was like, I must almost get ill. I was like, what the hell is with that? We don't even run the heat in. Well, I guess he runs the heater in there, but right. Unbelievable. I do have a lot going on here, June. I got a lot of lights, and I got, then we come up to the seasons. People on the chat, they want to see decorations, and right. It's important when you have a flagship like this, you need to make sure that people can enjoy. Right? We're all family. It's a time when I'm glad I have a lot of land in a very small house, right? Makes a big difference. Imagine having a heated pool or something. PG&E just loves you. Excuse me, PG&F. Well. It isn't the claw in chief. We can't just open our mouth, right? We need to make sure we're having those murder meetings going. Right, that's what we got to do. I don't even want to pool in summertime. Pain in the you know what. Too much upkeep. Are we still limping? You were doing better. Yeah. No repeat world champion. Tiger.
We were so happy and excited to see her. We didn't really think about it.
Make sure there's fire in the hole. I don't know how Tiger stands these cats. They're always laying on them or rubbing their butts on them.
Poor thing being a man. I'm not very much of a man. She on this level. I'm on this level. Or this level. She on this level.
Are you gonna swipe me? Are you gonna take a bat at me? Ooh. Oh, that's hot.
That's an imagination.
Pools are expensive. Yeah, I'm not doing no pool.
Yeah.
If I was like, oh, you could put an Olympic pool in the back. Yeah, I could. Ask me if I'm going to. So you like that, little slob. Hey Rio, how you doing? You tick that box. Do you have a pool on your insurance? They love that. Lawyers love it. Remember pools used to have diving boards? They took all them out. It's a lawyer's world, guys. They couldn't rip those things out fast enough. You know who runs the world? Lawyers. That's who runs the world. What are we doing? What? Are you mooching? You're still limping around on that pole? Huh? Are you still limping around on that pole? Huh? Poor cats never give you a moment's rest, do they? Chemicals are expensive, water's expensive. God knows how much they charge to bring a truck up. They gave us shit. We had, you know, we'd swim naked in the pool in the all boy Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, all boys high school, right in. Can you imagine a high school swimming nude now? Nobody thought anything about it. That's the way it was. Smoking.
I saved my money for my wife. My next job, we're going to get a rep. We're going to get a truck. We're going to get my shit together.
What are we doing? Are we still on the 21? Now we've been pushed up to the 90-day disabled list. Right? You're useless as tits on a bowl. And you got to put all the shock chemicals in and all that crap. Right. And here come all the neighbor kids. And midnight, they're out there partying a go-go.
Actually, she runs a nonprofit. If I can say a whole thing of open. Or not open, but not because of
Yeah, but what about all the buildup of chemicals and stuff? Right? After a while, you're just dumping more shit in there.
I've been to college twice. Just going through, I spent 4 days, but never hit the ski something. That's really how you feel. Sometimes those flights,
Unbelievable.
and then you need a good ticket with stuff, accessories, whatever.
Listen to the dog quieted down. Always a blessing. Get a lawnmower. Oh, I'm not putting a pool in. People have been oh, you need to put a pool in. I'll say I'll put a pool in if you contract to do the upkeep. Man, that ends the party right there. It's like, never mind. Forget I said anything about it. Never mind. Never mind. You ought to have this, or you ought to have a skating rink with a Zamboni machine. And right. Ought to have Section 8 housing out there too, right? It's already zoned for multi-purpose, multi-use family, multi-family housing. So all I need is a bunch of Mexican kids drowning in the pool, high on dope and shit. Girls being assaulted. Yeah, I need that like a hole in the head. Tiger, you're such a pain in the sack. What do you want? You still got that nasty paw? Right? God only knows. You're like, oh wow, now we got a neighborhood pool. Right. Oh, wonderful. Go up there and get it. Come on. Have a couple shootouts at the pool, right? What a good way to make the paper. Yeah, Roseland shootout. No thanks. I'll just keep it as is, thank you. We'll put it into agricultural production. Did we like that? What are we doing? Huh? Tiger, what are you doing? Feel like we're in a Charles Dickens novel here. The Cats of Santa Rosa. Did you see that, Rosie? The way that didn't swipe my hand, just took it with the mouth. You ought to try that instead of swiping with those murder mitts. Not very good aim either. Imagine those hitting your ball sack. That'll wake you up. I guess we'll have to go shopping on Friday. Didn't think I'd be in town. But because of my stupidity, it is what it is. What are we doing? Huh? What are we doing? Oh, these cats drive me out of my mind. Every morning, first thing, there they are. They feed me Seymour. Tiger! Tiger! What are we doing? Huh? What are we doing? There you go. That's exactly right, Alan Gentry. I might have been born in the morning, but not yesterday morning. It's easy to be on the chat and tell people, oh, you ought to have a pool back there or whatever. So you say, oh, can I send you the bill for it? Oh, no. No. What book are you reading, Joni? Are you going to be like the new Oprah Winfrey? Cholesterol book. I don't know if they'll be beating down the doors for that one, Joni. Just saying. Maybe a nice hard-looking romance, maybe, but. That's it, James. What do you want? Is not your belly full? Huh? Is not your belly full? Huh? You could just eat till you explode. Alright, that's the end of the shrimp. No, I don't want a koi pond. I don't want anything that bespeaks maintenance. Everybody, oh, those koi are so neglected. Them calling PETA. No way. All right. I want to go through life with as little wind resistance as possible. No tennis court. No nothing. Just a nice piece of maintained land. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be disappointed. What are we doing? Huh? Is that all you can do is make that noise? Huh? With your busted up pole? Is that what we got going on? I'd like to have a Japanese girl in my yard. I don't know about the garden. What are we doing? Huh? Are we just gonna sit there and look all googly-eyed? Is that what we're gonna do? Evidently. What are we doing? Tiger! Tiger! What are we doing? Huh? Put this stuff directly out in the trash can. Can't leave this for the cats. They will go nuts. Let's lock up the van. What are we doing? Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. What are we doing? I ought to beat you. Could you not be on the table? Thank you. Wow, what a slob. What a slob.
Oh, the little apartments, what are you doing?
Man, I'm gonna beat a cat. To try to take good care of that. Oh, koi ponds. Hey skunk, how you doing? How's it going? I put you in the prayer intentions today, bro. You're welcome. Oh, it's an ill wind. It blows no good tonight. Yeah, I'm ready for Halloween, Patricia. What do you think? I got a lot of spooks and stuff hanging up. Lots and lots of spooks. You know, we always do it up for the holidays. But it's starting to get into the cold season now. Starting to get into the cold season. And then it starts to get a little problematic. Yeah, the nice effect too of that, right? That's it. Yeah, we'll wait to see what Skunk Ape's all about tonight. Yeah, we love you, Skunk Ape. You mean the world to us in here. I'm gonna be a witch. I'm gonna be dressed. Probably have some socks in here. Hope it's not too cold. Do 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 do. Hey, hey, what's the matter? Do 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 do. People want to see me dressed. You gonna be good when fundraising? Yeah, well, he did understand today, but it was awful embarrassing, Patricia. Because I've had people that have sent checks down, and you know, wanted us to be all part of the deal. So yet. I mean, it all worked out. Oh, no, MR, not true. Your mileage may vary. Yes, I did, Callie Mo. I get rid of all the bikinis and stuff. I'm about as bikini worthy as seeing, I don't know, you and Al.
Baby sauce, baby sauce.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear pants this time. Ooh, ooh. Oh, my stomach sank because I thought I was all set. All I had to do was just push the button and go. And they're like, no, there's a 2-step process here. No, you got to build out all the information. And I'm like, no, picture.
Right kind of way, not the wrong time.
I was like, no, no. No. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. We just went over the 3-hour mark tonight. Nice fun hangout. Thanks for understanding. I will not be going to Las Vegas tomorrow.
Want to be my friend or what?
And I do want you to have yourselves a good rest tonight. Skunk Ape, we absolutely love you. Okay, and you mean the world to us. You're like a foundation stone around here. You never stay long, but you're around. Good night, everybody. If you haven't tapped the like button, please do so. I'll probably put up the video tomorrow of the church work that I did. Working on replacing a light that somebody smashed with a baseball bat. Go figure. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, moderators.